Welcome to Kingdom City Church. We're glad you're here. We would like to thank you for joining us today. We would like you to take out the worship guide you were given today. Inside, you'll find what we call our connection card. This card is our way of staying up to date on all that you have going on in your life. Just fill out your contact information and write down any prayer requests that you may have. Our team would love to pray for you this week. If this is your first time with us, we want you to know that this is a safe card to fill out. We won't call you or stop by. We just want to send a letter to say thank you for joining us today. Today, we would like to invite you to attend the second class in our 4-part growth track series, Essentials 201. Here you will learn about the beliefs that are central to Christianity and get the practical tools needed to help you grow in your relationship with God. Essentials 201 starts at noon and lasts about 60 minutes. Refreshments and childcare services are provided. A new semester of small groups is here. At Kingdom City, we believe that life change happens in relationships. Small groups are a perfect way for you to connect, grow, and discuss the issues of life. Go online today at www.kingdomcitychurch.org and complete your registration.
China. Few places in the world are seeing the explosion of God's power like the underground church in China is experiencing. And in the last 60 years, China's communist government has done its best to wipe Christianity off the map. What you are about to see is some of the rarest footage on the planet. In this church, the people wake up at 4:30 to come together for 2 hours to pray and worship. They do this every day. This church meets in the only place they are safe, a cave. This church meets on a farm, far away from prying eyes. Here's an example of an underground church outreach. The people sitting are Christians. The people who are standing are not. This particular preacher was once crippled, but was healed when someone prayed for her. She now preaches the good news of Jesus to anyone who will listen. In this particular meeting, over 1,000 people became Christians. Here, Christians cast out demons from an 18-year-old girl. She's now a preacher. In Shanghai alone, there are over 3,000 house churches, just like this one. One thing Dennis pointed out to me was that most of the underground churches in China are actually led by young people. These kids have all come out of the communist system, and they want nothing to do with it. They only want to spread the love of Jesus to everybody they meet. This is a music school. Well, that's the cover anyway. It's really a training school for students who want to be pastors. The government thinks they're simply learning to play instruments. One thing I quickly realized about the Chinese church is that it's a lot different from the American one. For one thing, they think a 4-hour sermon is short. In this church service, it's 120 degrees inside the building. The people meet for 12 hours straight. Dennis told me one story about a time he went to a very remote village in China to preach. He was led into a large room where the people were packed so closely together that he had his back to the wall and could reach out and touch the row in front of him. Everyone stood. There was no room to sit. He asked how long he should preach for, and they told him from 8:30 to 7 at night. Then they asked him if it wasn't too much trouble, could you come back tomorrow and preach from 8:30 to 7 again? And then, very sheepishly, they asked again, if you'd be so kind, could you come back the day after that and preach from 8:30 to 7? He asked how often he should take breaks, and they told him not to stop. The people will wait. Then he asked them what he should preach on. Everything, they replied, from Genesis to Revelation. And then it dawned on him, these people had no Bibles.